Testing, testing. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. We are live, folks. What is up, everyone? It is your boy, Shazman21, and welcome to the episode of Weeb Talk. And this is now a Weeb Talk podcast where now I get to talk about all of the niche topics without getting interrupted by the Instagram Live. So it's a series that I would usually do on Instagram where I would go on live, Instagram Live, and I just discuss about interesting topics that's related to, the weeb culture, such as, more commonly with anime, but I can also sometimes talk about some things like pro wrestling, cartoons, video games, all types of like fun niche topics. And that also includes sports too. So so there's a little bit of that. But yeah, I just talk about like a lot of interesting things, and I've been doing this for like a good minute. I've been doing it since September, I would have to say, when I first started. I'm not precisely sure, but it's been pretty good. 17 episodes in, and it's been pretty good. I just kind of did my final episode today, and now I'm just doing the podcast version of it, which will be available on my YouTube channel, called again the Weeb Talk Episode 1 podcast. So pretty much I'm kind of starting all over from scratch, but now it's just like this time is with my voice, and I guess it works a little bit, but I do miss recording myself just doing that. So if you guys want me to actually, start recording my face to do these podcasts, I can, but that might be a little bit difficult depending on how it goes. But I will still give it a try. But other than that, just I just want to just talk about some cool stuff. Merry Christmas, everyone. In case everyone, in case I forgot to say, but Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good time. With your family, friends, anybody, romantic lover, whoever, maybe your hand. But still, just like I hope you guys are having a good time and just doing your thing. And I hope I mentioned that. But anyways, Merry Christmas all. Yeah, just I'm just going at it like day by day, and you know, it's since this is pretty much my first time doing this, in a podcast way, and I'm using my voice. It's a little intimidating, but it's just kind of like how it was when I first kind of started doing this. That it starts off pretty in, intimidating. Oh my god, I'm really surprised I did not get that word out. But you know what? I'm finally able to. But yeah, it gets intimidating at first, but eventually you start to get better, and hopefully I start to one day get better, because I really want to continue doing this Weeb Talk where I could just like talk about really cool niche topics here and there, and I might probably make a schedule here. So this is just right now, just like just get my foot in the door. But I do plan to try to like create a podcast like at least every now and then, like either Wednesday or Friday, or no, I guess I could still do the Saturday, Sunday. No, wait, not Saturday, Sunday. I can still do like the Friday and Saturday that I've done for the Weeb Talk episodes on my Instagram, but this time just here on YouTube. So yeah, I guess we could do something like that. But yeah, I don't know how long it should last though, because you know, I think most other podcasts, if I would remember correctly, just from like watching, and this is just a shout out to some of them by the way, like Joe Rogan Experience and This Is Not a Cult by Young Donna Sauce God and The Thrill. Um, I haven't seen their episodes in a very long time, so definitely a little bit of catching up to do, or a lot of catching up to do, but still, like some of their like videos go like a lot longer, and I guess it's just because like in podcasts, in a normal way, it's just like, oh yeah, you need to go a little longer. So I guess just for this one, it might be slightly short, but who knows? Do you guys really want an hour long of me talking about like some cool stuff? I mean, I'm fine with it. Like I got like a lot of things I want to list off that it's just gonna be just absolutely just insane. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how it goes. But or not even just how it goes, but just like to I'm pretty interested to see how like the comments are gonna be like. They'll be like, "Oh, you're boring. Come on now, you'll never make it as a podcaster." There might be some that'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome, dude. Keep going." And for those guys, thank you. I'm gonna keep it going because I'm very passionate about this. But still, yeah, just oh, sorry about that. I had to swallow something. But yeah, I guess I can talk about some cool things too. Oh, I think it was this week. Actually, this week on Monday, I went to go watch Spider-Man: No Way Home. It was on the 20th, I think. Yeah, on the 20th of December, I went to go to the AMC theater with my little brother to watch Spider-Man: No Way Home, and oh my god, it was such a great movie, guys. It really was. Like, there's a lot of stuff that was happening too, man. Like, I just had such a great time just watching the whole thing, bro. Like, major spoilers for everyone that has not seen Spider-Man: No Way Home. I'm sure everyone has somewhat seen it, but there might be a few that have not seen that. So I'm just really talking to those guys. Please go out to whatever theaters you guys have, like IMAX, AMC, what the heck ever. Go to whatever. Get your tickets to Spider-Man: No Way Home and go watch it, cause it goes down, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna repeat it again. Major spoilers for Spider-Man: No Way Home. If you do not want to be spoiled, please get off my podcast for a little bit to go watch it, and then come back here and we can have a good discussion about this. Okay? Is everyone clear about that? I think so. All right, cool. So now it's time to talk about Spider-Man: No Way Home. Ah, man, just what is there a lot to talk about? Like, yeah, acting was great. Oh man, they did a pretty good job at it as usual, and just the story. Oh god, man, the story. Like, it picks up like right after what happened in Far From Home, and if I remember correctly, because I, ironically enough, I have yet to see uh Homecoming and Far From Home. Like, I've not actually seen those movies yet, but I do know what happens to each and every single things that happen. So what happened in Homecoming was just like basically a star. He's I think this was like right after that Civil War that the MCU Spider-Man debuted on, and it picks up kind of from there where it's just like Tom Holland is in high school, just doing his usual teen angst as we all have to deal with in our teenage years, including me. But I'm 21 years old, so I ain't a teenager, or it has been a minute since I've been a teenager. But it is what it is. But nah, that's not about me. It's about Spider Man and Peter Parker. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was pretty good. I think he had a bit of like a kind of love interest with Michelle Jones. This is basically Mary Jane of the MCU, played by Zendaya herself. Best actor. Like, she's a really good actor, and she can also sing too. Guys, have you ever heard of the song Replay? Come on now. That goes hard, bro. Like, I don't want to like actually sing the song in case it's like copyrighted, but like, it just goes hard. Just look it up, Zendaya Replay. And this is just for like also my uh late 90s and early 2000s kid. Just they'll definitely get a kick out of that. They'll be like, I remember that song. It used to go hard. But besides that, just that's a pretty good ones. And also Jigga played as the fat boy, but getting off track. Okay, so what happened was oh, the Avengers theme is playing. Sorry, I'm hearing in the background that the Avengers theme playing, so I'm just kind of like kind of talking over a little bit just in case I get weird copyright because of it. So I don't know. I'm not watching anything though. Okay, just so that everyone gets an idea. But besides that, God, I keep getting off track. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think what I remembered from like the ending, like especially after like Tom Holland Spider Man kind of did his like thing where like he had to like lift those like borders off his like shoulders in the exact same scene from like the one of the comics and stuff that I really like to see all the time. And just like you can really tell like the boy was struggling, and I think he was like fighting against Vulture, and he was able to defeat him, and it was cool to see. And was able to get his suit back from that. And then Far From Home takes place after, of course, Avengers Endgame, where like Tony Stark dies and you know defeats Thanos and all that good stuff. Like man, the Infinity War and Endgame, man, those are really good movies too. And I had a good time seeing it. I'll probably talk about that another time, but still, yeah, it was after like Tony Stark's death where like things kind of like get a little crazy. Peter goes to London for like a summer vacation with soon to be his boo thing, Michelle Jones, or I'm probably just gonna just say MJ just to keep it short because it's really the same character just with completely different names basically. I'll have to say, yeah, MJ. It was it was cute. It was really cute, and especially when they had their like kiss on screen. Oh my god, it was sweet. It was definitely sweet. It wasn't just like oh, it was sexy or when I was. It was very cute. It was very cute. Now the in comparison to like the Spider-Man 2002 scene with like Tom McGuire and Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm sorry guys, I'm very bad with names. So if I pronounce some of their names incorrectly, please don't flame me. But like in their iteration of Peter Parker and of course MJ, you know, it was cute, but it was also pretty hot indeed. Like, because like Peter was upside down and, MJ was like giving him a good like smooch, longer than a kiss. It was just like basically making out, and it could have easily turned into a sex scene. Easily. But thankfully it didn't. But oh man, imagine if the transition from that to a sex scene happened. Oh my god, I would be like, did they just had sex? That is really strange, but okay. Oh man. Oh my god, that would be so weird. But still, like, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, no, Spider-Man Far From Home scene. Yeah, it was pretty sweet and tender, and it was great. And I love that the way that they portrayed their relationship is just awkwardness. They're both teenagers, just figuring this out and just being a couple and stuff. Like it was cute to see, very 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 cute to see. Um, I loved it. I absolutely liked it, and you know, it's just awesome to just like see a bunch of that, and you know, let's go see. And then at the ending with Spider-Man Far From Home, this is when like this was after Mysterio was revealed to be a bad guy, and he starts to like get on Peter Parker slash Spider-Man, and they had their epic fight, and then of course um, Peter Parker wins, and Mysterio dies, of course, or similarly dies. I don't really know, but I'm just gonna say, just for sake of storyline, that yes, Mysterio does die. Before that all happened, he decided to rat out my boy. So basically, what happened was he revealed to everyone that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and of course, Spider-Man was understandably, very terrified and scared, as you could tell at the ending when he said, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh my god, are you serious, Mysterio?" Like that's when I was like, "Ah, oh, fuck that guy." Seriously, I would definitely say for real, like fuck him for everything, ever since Shattered Dimensions. Yes, guys, a video game, a literal video game with like the whole Spider-Verse, but still like ever since then, like like I was like, fucking Mysterio, and even in Spider-Man 2, oh my god, like when I try to like get into this like certain level of mission, it was just so hard. I was like, how is this just the worst thing in history? just like fighting against myself, but in weird ways. I'm like, oh my god, what the heck, Mysterio? Like, seriously, fuck him for everything. Seriously, I really don't like that character one bit. It's like one thing for me, like I could maybe like see what I can like and dislike Green Goblin, but I absolutely do not like Mysterio. I really don't. I don't. And especially in MCU, Mysterio, like, fuck you for everything. Still. um, After all that happened, like, everyone was, like, all up on, like, Spider Man slash Peter Parker and trying to, like, get some, like, good controversy. And J. Jonah Jameson is played, by J.K. Simmons as well, which is awesome to see. Like, I'm glad that he came back to his iconic role because he was awesome as Okay, wait, JK. J. Jonah Jameson. Yeah, it was awesome to see him back, and he's like, Spider-Man and Peter Parker are evil doers, and all they will do is lure you in with their scent and magic to make you do despicable things. The damn spider. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, I always like when J. Jonah Jameson be just out and about. But besides that, I would definitely say that afterwards, after people were on his ass, and then sometimes Peter Parker was trying to get a little like good time, chemistry with his boo thing, you know what I mean, like just having a good time, especially in the rooftop scene where they try to like kiss, but they get interrupted by the friend, and then when they try to have their little alone time, Happy would be like, just stop it already, you lovebirds, just kiss, all right, whatever, we get it, y'all are together. It's like, hey, just let them be, come on now. And that's when it starts to kind of thicken a little bit when Sparkman decides to talk with Doctor Strange. About wanting to change a lot of things, and that this is when like the plot thickens, and this is when like it gets like crazy. So Doctor Strange ends up performing this like very unique spell where it's like people are gonna forget that Peter Parker was ever Spider-Man, and possibly like Peter Parker cease exists, quote unquote. I don't know. It was a little confusing, but like, it was basically just like people wouldn't remember him as Spider-Man. That's like basically everybody. But yeah, when like Peter Parker kept on like messing up so many times, like says like, oh, I want Aunt May, or I want my girlfriend to remember, or I want my friend to remember. Just kept on messing up every single time, and yeah, afterwards it was just like they kind of broke in the realm of the possible realms of reality, the known and unknown world, and all this other crap. It was interesting to see, and so that happened, and then like Peter Parker had this like amazing idea to go find a counselor to help with the transcripts for the college, because like during this whole time with like I'm sorry if I skipped over this, but like during this whole time when like Peter Parker was exposed as Spider-Man, his friends was having some issues too. They were trying to like get accepted through all colleges, but they kept on getting denied because of what was happening. So that's why he said like I might have to go to my counselor to like help reverse this whole mess. And so he ends up meeting the woman herself and tries to, tell her, like, hey, I need your help on this. And then this is when Doc Ock appears, and oh my god, it's the same actor who played in, like, the 2004 Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, I believe, when he was playing as Doc Ock, the villain of the story. It was awesome to see him back again and just still looking amazing. Like, and especially those like tentacles, man. Oh god, they looked awesome. Like that whole fight scene was just cool to see. It really was. And then just like that funny exchange moment when like Peter just controls the tentacles with just his Stark tech, which was awesome to see. And I was like, that sucks. That really sucks. And yeah, it was cool to see. Then Green Goblin makes his appearance, and it was also cool to see as well after Peter Parker gets accepted for his, or at least like gets the application done in the process for him and his friends. You know, but afterwards, they all have like this like, mission to get all the villains from like different movies, from the Amazing series to the Sam Raimi Spider-Man series, to like send them back home to when they quote unquote die. I know that like I know a few characters that have like got killed. Of course, was Doc Ock. He had to sacrifice himself, I believe. Electro, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he didn't. I couldn't really remember, but something bad did happen to him. Uh, the lizard, I know, was alive because he didn't get killed, thankfully. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe he did die. I'm not sure. I can't really remember too much, but like yeah, they were all like previously dead, and I think Sandman too, or he just probably disappeared. I'm not really positively sure about all that. I might have to double check. However, just the idea is like try to send them back to where they were like previously at, which was presumably dead, and that also even includes like Norman Osborn because the guy is not supposed to be alive and be out and about, because if we remember correctly, going back to the original movie, how it like all started, Green Goblin died in the end by his own creation. Like the glider. Like he was trying to aim for Spider-Man, but like Spider-Man dodged, and then he gets impaled by it and dies. And he ends up coming back somehow. Like somehow, it was just really strange how that whole situation happened, but it was so cool to see. What was Oh wait, I think I know his name. William Defoe. Defoe. Well, my God, his last name is so. It's even more confusing to like actually say his last name right, but that's definitely the Green Goblin I remember. He used to terrify me every single time I would watch Spider Man, and even now, like whenever he does like his little like goblin, I'm like, oh my God, bro, you're creeping me out, man. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, after Norman Osborn like smashes the helmet, he goes to the feast, which was a interesting shout out to like the PS4 game, which was, by the way, if you have not tried out the PS4 Spider-Man game, go check it out, and also check out the Miles Morales PS5 game. Now, I have not got the Miles Morales PS5 game quite yet. I hope to play one these days if I ever do want to stream videos. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the game. It was really great, especially just with like a lot of like shenanigans that was happening in that game. Oh my God! But yeah, just like how the feast was like brought back, something was also brought back, and then this is like kind of what like happened in like the ending of Spider-Man PS4, and ooh, this is going to hit a lot of people here because this even hit me too. But after Spider-Man tries to like help them out to fix whatever issues that was going on, starting with Doc Ock, where he was able to fix up like that issue that he had with like the nanotech on his like back or of his neck, where it kind of got like damaged and made him like go mindless ape shit on other on people, and that also includes Spider-Man. Oops, hold on a second. Okay, guys. I hope I hope I'm still continuing this. Sorry about that. My mom came in with a surprise appearance to talk with Mom about something interesting. So, uh, oh yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the scene. After like Doc Ock had his like thing implanted, where it's like after it was like damaged for him to like go apeshit crazy on everyone, including Spider Man. It was like finally fixed, and he was able to, you know, operate with his like nano tech tentacles again. And then like the scene where like he like gives back like some of Spider Man's nanotech in him. He places like on his chest to give him like a bit of like a badge of honor of like showing like more lines and stripes and stuff, which was really cool to see. I was like, oh, that is awesome. That was really awesome. And then, oh man, this scene, bro. Oh my god, when like Spider-Man starts like have this like really crazy like what was it, that like crazy spotter sense, dude. Why did it felt like a freaking panic attack, bro? Seriously, like that is something that I actually did deal with when I was like going through some unfortunate like mental health issues even this year. Um where like I started to have like really bad panic attacks, and dude, it felt like exactly like that. I was like, "Oh my god." It was really scary. So I was like, "Oh my god, what's happening here?" And I was even like worried too if I was going to have like a bit of a panic attack too, cuz it definitely felt like, "Oh my god, something traumatic is going to really happen." And oh man, whew, after like it was revealed that Green Goblin, sorry, it was revealed that Norman Osborn turned into the Green Goblin. He tells his like subordinates like, "This is nothing like a curse. Wait, hold on. This is not a curse. This is a gift from the gods." And as soon as he said that, all the villains like Electro, Sandman, and Lizard just go crazy, and they just like just go ham shit, and you know Talking about Spider-Man, of course, tries to fight, all of them, but, gets completely overwhelmed because it's a lot of those motherfuckers, obviously. And man, Green Goblin's crazy ass, man. I remember when, like, Spider-Man kept on, like, punching the crap out of, like, Green Goblin. He said, come on, like, smiling and stuff. Oh my god, he was just, like, grinning, like, come on now, give me more. And it's like, oh god. Like, he was crazy. And just power slaps the shit out of him too. And he was like, you're such a weakling. I was like, oh my god. It was just crazy, bro. And then here's the scene. Okay, here we go. So after he had that situation where he got like stabbed in the neck by Aunt May of the MCU, uh, he says, that does not work, and then decides to pull like the most despicable thing a villain could ever really do, and that is, let's go ahead and attack somebody's surrogate mother. Okay, let me go ahead and throw a bomb at Aunt May and Glider too, and oh god, ooh my god, this scene, bro. Like, is not only just like the fact that like she was dying, of course, but like actually now I'll explain later. But like, oh my god, guys, when I just like saw Aunt May die again, like because my first time seeing her die was in the first, sorry, in the Spider-Man PS4, and even then I was like, oh my god, are you serious? And it was so impactful because like the way that like she said that she always knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. Oh my god, that really hit me. I was like, oh my god, I was crying, dude. And then like I was crying too when like Aunt May died. I was like, breathe, stop, and God, this poor Peter, man. Like they sold it, guys. Like they really sold the emotion here. Like kudos to the actors who did that, but like, oh God, just it just tugs in your heartstrings. And also not just shout out to like the actors, but like producers and the screenwriters and the sound designers and all that stuff. Like, oh my god, guys, like y'all did an amazing job on that. Was It's like, oh god, oh god, they killed Aunt May. I was just devastated, bro. I was so devastated for him, and you could even tell like how devastated that guy was too. And yeah, it was really good. It was so good. Such a great movie, but yeah, it was just crazy. So I had to cut off there because my ending duration was like getting a little like weird. So sorry for the cut there, but yeah, I just wanted to extend the duration just a bit, just to talk about some like a few things real quick. So, man, I knew that this was gonna be a lot longer than I really anticipated. So, anyways, after like Aunt May's death, it was just great, and just I felt distraught. Spider-Man's best friend, who has like one of those like devices, decides to pull something really cool and magical. Uh, he starts to try to wish for Peter Parker Spider-Man to come, and this is when it just like gets cool. So the first thing that happens is like after he does his like little like magic and opens a portal to, of course, a completely different universe, where like there's a Peter Parker and Spider-Man that exists. Um, the first one that pops up, guys, is flipping Andrew Garfield from the Amazing series. It was good to see him. I was like, let's go. Okay, all right, let's go. All right, all right, all right. And he's still looking good, and he can. I think he can still have like another go with his role as Spider-Man. It was great to see Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. It really was. Like just a amount of stuff that boy was going through in that movie was insane as well. But even still, like it was good to see him. And when they decide to, after like, actually, do I really want to explain that part where he just like kind of like crawls and gets like the thing? I mean, I already mentioned it already, but you know what? We'll just skip past that. Um, Afterwards, they opened another portal to then, guys. Oh my god, this is when it gets really good. Okay, so what happens is after they open another portal, guess who pops up out of nowhere? I'm gonna give you guys a good guess real quick, like a good 5 second guess for anyone that's watched that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Who popped out of the portal was none other than my boy Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Oh my god, it was so awesome seeing him. Bro, I had to legit stand up on my feet and just go, like, I was like losing my flipping mind when I saw him. Oh my god, it was just so cool to see my favorite version of Spider-Man like come back again, bro. Like, it just like I felt like I was like 2 years old, like for reals. It was the exact same feeling. I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in so flipping long, and I know everyone was enjoying it too, because they were clapping, they were like wooing, and it was just it was so good. I'm sorry if I'm getting excited from this, but guys, it was just awesome. It really was awesome to see all of them. Oh man, it was just great. And then they ended up like meeting Tom Holland Spider Man, and they kind of bonded over about their little past, a little bit when like they said when like Tom Holland was like, you don't know what I was going through, and they were like, yeah, you're right, because we went through a lot of our own differences, but even still we lost a lot of like important people in our lives. Starting with like Andrew Garfield. Of course it was Uncle Ben, but it was also his girlfriend Gwen Stacy, and we all know that from Tobey Maguire's version of Spider-Man. He lost Uncle Ben, and then like he went on a bit of like a like killing spree where he killed the man that did that, but didn't like help save his soul or whatnot, and you know, it was just a great bonding experiment. And then just like, when oh man, I really let this out, did I? But you know what? That's okay. When Tom Holland like mentions with great power also comes with great responsibility, the last words that Aunt May said to Peter Parker, and just the the way that it lights up like their faces, from Peter sorry, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, they were just like, oh my god, I remember that message. That's what Uncle Ben used to tell me too, and I was like, oh my god. I'm telling you guys, this movie is just like all types of emotion. It gets you like excited, it gets you happy, it gets you sad, and it's just all types of a roller coaster of emotions that is just like way beyond than the period. Okay. Oh God, I'm so sorry I said that. But it's a little true though, because it is more than that. It's like multi levels of oh my God, what is even happening? But still. Oh God, please! I don't want to get canceled on my first episode. Come on now. We'll have to see. Anyways, besides that, of course, sorry. Besides that, they just had a epic Spider-Man moment where they just like swinged around and you know, at first they were like not teaming up. I know I'm leaving up like so many like interesting moments, but I think just for time's sake, I'll just mention it real quick. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man has like back crack with Andrew, and then another part where it goes a little later where like um, Andrew starts to feel like like he feels a bit inadequate because like Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man fought like an alien, like whereas like Tom Holland Spider-Man fought against Thanos, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man fought against Venom, of course, and he doesn't have his weird alien foe yet, and it was like really, that's fine, dude. And when like Toby like told Andrew Spider-Man, he was like, dude, you're still amazing. Like, it does not matter if you had like a rhino or whatnot. You're still amazing. And I was like, facts, straight up facts. But anyways, let's get back to the main stuff. So, Tom Holland tells like everyone on the news, like, I gotta do something. This is gonna suck, but I hope you guys wish me luck. And you know, if I don't make it, that sucks, but we'll just have to see. Then like the whole squad decided to come and show their faces, and at first they weren't like cooperating because they're usually like a lone team, and they got of course clapped, no, their cheese clapped. And then this is when like Tom Holland Spider-Man like says like, hey, we need to team up. And when they teamed up, guys, oh my God, it was awesome to see, especially when they had their epic like web swing actions going on, and then when they landed like in their like iconic Spider-Man poses, I was like, oh man, Spidey come. Oh God. But it felt like that because like like as a Spider-Man fan, it's just like it gets you. You know what I mean? So it was really really good. And then they had their epic moments. I would have to say they did their thing with the villains. There was like so many like missed calls. Even when like Green Goblin showed up, oh, this is the scene. Okay, this is the scene when like this shit goes crazy, bro. Okay, um, I think this is after Doctor Strange appeared, so it was good to see him as well. But when Green Goblin decides to show up, it just like it hits. It just like starts to go a lot more crazy, and like oh my God, I was so scared if they were going to kill off MCU's Mary Jane. Like I really hope not. And so like Tom Holland of course was trying to like get to his baby, because his girlfriend, he doesn't want her. He doesn't want her to die. You know what I mean? Doesn't want her to suffer the same fate as Andrew Garfield's girlfriend. And bro, Andrew flipping Garfield jumps off, saves Mary Jane. I thought Mary Jane. My God, my bad. MJ, Michelle Jones. Uh, he saves her, and I was like, "Let's go!" I was like, "Let's go, man!" I was like, "Ugh." And he could, and then I also feel for the dude too, because like when he started to like cry a little bit and just like show like I did it. Oh God, oh my God, guys, it got me so good. I was like, yes, freaking did it, man. You redeemed yourself. Because he really he like that moment when he lost Gwen Stacy from like the accident that happened. Oh God, it was, oh man, I felt for him. I really felt for him. Not like just like feel for the dude, not like God. Please do not take that out of context. Please don't. But still, like it was just oh man, guys, it was good. I was like, yes, you did it, man. I believe in you. So then after that happens, Tom Holland and Green Goblin had their like final epic fight, and man, Tom Holland was not playing this time around. So like after getting punked so many times and losing his auntie, oh, he just decided to just like go like, okay, motherfucker, and just go pounding on him. Pause, but still, like, he beat the crap out of him really badly to the point, like, it was close for him to die. And I was like, of course, I was like telling him in screen, by the way, to say, hey, no, 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 don't put that down, put that down. You do not want to lose your mind on this. I know you lost your auntie, but dude, do not kill him, okay? You don't want to do that. You're gonna regret that. And of course, my boy Tim McGuire had to stop him, and yeah, like Tom Holland was a little bit close to killing him accidentally, but when he came to his sense, he was like, "Okay, I'll put it down." And then, of course, the Green Goblin has to pull the BS move on all of us, where he seemingly tried to kill our boy Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and I was like, you better not, MC, you better not. You just got him in here, and if you kill him off, oh, we gonna riot. All right, we gonna be like, this is rigged. Oh god, imagine they pulled that off. Oh my god, I would have been upset. Everybody would have been upset. Oh god, it would be the biggest controversy of this year. Seriously, it would just be very, very big. So thankfully they did not. And of course, Toby was like, I've seen worse. Right after like, Tom Holland gave, the anti whatever to Norman Osborn, and then he becomes normal, and he's like, what have I done? Oh, you've done enough hurting, sir. So I don't know why you're asking that question, but do you, man? Do you? So then they so afterwards, the realms of reality starts like kind of get this weird shift, and we saw these like weird floaty things. Apparently, from other people, from like theories, they were saying that they were able to see like Craven the Hunter, Scorpion. I think they even seen Rhino, and they also like seen Black Cat, which was really interesting to like see. But yeah, it was just like really interesting, and if they would have like kept it going, we probably would have saw like something crazy, something really, really crazy. But thankfully, we did not, and they decided to just like do the spell, and it was right after the best bro hug moment from the Spider-Mans, which was just so sweet to see. Like it was just like I can like pretty much relate to that because I always want to, of course, hug my little and older brother that I love dearly, and afterwards, then he Tom Holland Spider-Man meets up with his friends, gives them a big hug, and says that they'll probably not end up remembering him, unfortunately, and then MJ and Peter had their one last kiss, and they decided to spell. And the scene was just, God, guys. When he told like Doctor Strange to do all that, he says, "Are you sure you want to do this, sir?" And then he just like, "Just call me Strange." He's like, or sorry, Steven, or something like that, Mr. Steven. After he says like, "It was good knowing you, Mr. Steven," he was like, that still doesn't work. It just hits differently because like they always had like respect for each other and all that other stuff. And then they're, oh, dude, I forgot. Okay, hold on, let me mention this real quick. So after they were trying to like do their thing, Spider-Man tries like of course like oh my god, I cannot believe I completely forgot about this, but like Spider-Man had his like epic moment with like Doctor Strange, and this man literally beat the world's greatest sorcerer with just simple math. And I'm gonna repeat that again. Tom Holland Spider-Man defeated Doctor Strange, at least for a period of time, point period of time, with geometry, guys. Geometry. because there was like a mirror illusion that Doctor Strange conjured up to try to of course get the box, and it was like visually like crazy and just mind-boggling. This man just seriously, this madman of a character, talking about Spider-Man just hit him with that math, and it was great. And then the funny part was like, "You seriously gonna do this, kid?" And then Spider-Man was like, "I'm sorry, but I got to do this," and it was cool. And then the whole part with Norman happened or whatever. But I think I finally mentioned that, but still. Anyways, sorry, I had to go off a tangent on that a little bit, or go off track on that, because I forgot to mention that part there, because I would probably shoot myself in the foot if I just ended up recording and then I forgot to mention that. But besides that, yeah, it was good. Then it was a bittersweet ending, guys. Like it really was, when people just wouldn't remember him, even his girlfriend and his friends too. It was sad, even happy. Like, guys, it seriously, it was such a great movie, and it ended with Tom Holland Spider-Man now embracing the classic outfit, not really tied to the Stark industry or whatnot, and just becoming his own man and just swinging by and just having a good time. And I was like, wow, what a what a tremendous movie this was. Like, this is definitely my top three most favorite movies of all time. Really, it really is, and it was so great and bittersweet too. Like, hopefully, one of these days he can finally have an interaction with MJ, and just be able to finally just say it, bro. Just say it. You love her, man. Come on, you still do. And then you know hang out with your friend again. Say, hey man, I hope that you're able to somewhat remember this, but do you remember you would usually give me a Lego, and then yada yada yada, something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I'm predicting that what's gonna probably happen in next MCU Spider-Man's adventure is that he's definitely gonna be alone for obvious reasons, especially now that he's doing his GPA, because he didn't got accepted from that college. I think what's gonna happen here is there's gonna be some more crazy shenanigans and maybe a little bit of multiverse issues going on too, and cameo appearance, which will be cool to see. But I think it's just gonna be interesting to see how it goes. The whole MCU timeline gets confusing, so I'm not gonna really mention too much about that other than it's there. But other than that, I just want to say that it was just crazy. But yeah, it was such a really good movie, guys. It really, really was. If you guys have not got the chance to watch the movie, go check it out. It's really, 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 really good. So, yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. I don't want to take too long on this, but I hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast. Merry Christmas, everyone, and I hope you guys have a great evening, great night, or wherever you're watching this. This is your boy Shizeman21 signing out of this Weeb Talk episode podcast, and I will be back with another episode. Peace, positivity, and love, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.